It's the dead of night, pitch black, and you're driving through the middle of nowhere. No radio signal, no cars in sight, just you, a stretch of road, and the distant howls of Australia's desert winds. Now imagine this. You see something in the sky. Not a plane, not a star, but something otherworldly. It gets closer. It starts to follow you. Then, suddenly, your car is lifted off the ground. This is not a sci-fi movie. This actually happened, or so claims the Knowles family, during one of the most bizarre and terrifying alien encounters ever recorded. Tonight, we're going back to 1988, deep in the Australian Outback, to relive the Nullarbor Plain UFO incident, an encounter so shocking it left the world speechless and investigators scratching their heads for decades. And hey, if you've never heard of this story before, you're in for a wild ride. January 20th, 1988. The Knowles family, a tight-knit bunch from Perth, was on a long-haul drive across the vast, unforgiving Nullarbor Plain. That's over 1,000 kilometers of desolate road through the South Australian desert. Think Mad Max, but quieter and far more unsettling. In the car, Faye Knowles, the mother, in her early 40s. Her three sons, Patrick, Sean, and Wayne, aged between 18 and their early 20s. And two dogs, because what's an Aussie road trip without your pups? They were en route to Melbourne for a family emergency. But what began as a somber journey quickly spiraled into one of the strangest nights of their lives. Now, if you've ever driven across the Outback, you know there's nothing out there. No streetlights, no service stations for hours, no traffic, just miles of flat land and a horizon that swallows the sky. It's the perfect setting for something unnatural. Somewhere between Mundrabilla and Sidina, the Knowles family noticed something strange, a distant light hovering above the horizon. At first, they thought it was a truck or perhaps a low-flying plane. But as it got closer, things got weird. Really weird. The object was described as an egg-shaped, metallic craft, glowing with an eerie bluish light. It wasn't just flying. It seemed to react to their presence, moving intelligently, changing course, almost like it was stalking them. Sean, the driver, floored the gas. Panic set in. The dogs started barking. The family was yelling. This was no hallucination. They all saw it. And then it happened. The object descended rapidly. It made a deep, humming sound, and before they knew it, the entire car was lifted off the ground. Yes, you heard that right. Their car felt as though it was being vacuumed up by the object. The Knowles described feeling intense pressure. Their voices became distorted, as if time and space itself were bending. And then there was the dust. A fine, black soot-like substance covered their car. It smelled metallic, oily, burnt. Patrick even claimed he reached outside the window and touched the object. His hand came back covered in the black residue. Police Scarlight, let me pause here for a second. What would you do if your car was lifted off the ground by a UFO in the middle of the desert? Drop a comment below, because honestly, I'd probably pass out. After what felt like an eternity, but was likely only seconds, the car slammed back onto the road. The tires squealed, the metal groaned, and Sean floored it again. But the object wasn't done. It chased them. It kept pace. It hovered. Then it just vanished. Shell-shocked and visibly terrified, the family made it to the Mundrabilla Roadhouse. When they burst through the doors, they were hysterical. Witnesses said they were covered in soot, visibly shaking and borderline incoherent. Now let's talk evidence. The Knowles car was damaged. The roof was dented. The tires were oddly warped. And most bizarrely, parts of the vehicle were coated in that mysterious black substance. Tests on the soot proved inconclusive. It wasn't any common industrial residue. No fuel, no known compounds, at least not ones you'd expect to find in the Outback. Even if family dogs were traumatized, they refused to get back in the car. For days afterward, the Knowles suffered headaches, disorientation, and a strange sense of being watched. So what exactly happened on the Nullarbor Plain that night? Here are some of the leading theories. Small blue diamond, mass hallucination? Unlikely. Multiple witnesses. Physical evidence. Shared delusions are rare and almost unheard of across multiple people with known psychological issues. Small blue diamond military experiment? Possibly. The area is sparsely populated, perfect for secret testing. But why would a military drone or aircraft interact physically with a civilian car? Small blue diamond alien contact? The classic theory, a non-human intelligence observing, or perhaps even abducting, the family. If this was a test, it wasn't subtle. Small blue diamond time, anomaly, or interdimensional event. Some theorists believe the Knowles family may have slipped through a temporary rift in space-time. The distortion of voices, the pressure, the vehicle lifting. Some symptoms match high-gravity anomalies reported in other unexplained events. What do you think it was? Military, alien, or something even stranger? Let me know in the comments. I read every theory, no matter how wild. The story exploded across Australian and international media. UFO investigators swarmed the area. Journalists camped outside the Knowles home. Talk shows, newspapers, even the BBC picked it up. But the official response? Total silence. Now here's where things get even more interesting. The Knowles case bears uncanny similarities to other encounters. Small orange diamond, the Val Johnson incident in Minnesota. 1979, a patrol car was struck by a beam of light, thrown off the road, and suffered strange electrical failures. Small orange diamond, the Cashlandrum incident, Texas. 1980, a family encountered a diamond-shaped craft, experienced intense heat, and later developed radiation burns. In all these cases, physical evidence, heavy checkmark. Multiple witnesses, heavy checkmark. Government silence, heavy checkmark. Coincidence? Or a pattern? What if the Nullarbor isn't just a lonely stretch of road, but a hot spot? What if there's something about that land, something ancient? Could it be that the Knowles family didn't stumble into a UFO incident, but a gateway? It's been over 35 years, and we're no closer to an explanation. But the Knowles case remains one of the most credible, most physical, and most terrifying alien encounters in modern history. And maybe, just maybe, the truth is still out there. Watching. Waiting. So what do you believe? Were the Knowles family abducted? Victims of a secret military test? Or something beyond our understanding? Let's talk theories. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey through the eerie, the unknown, and the unexplained, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned. Because this is just the beginning. Until next time, keep your eyes on the sky.